Let me ask you something. Have you ever looked at your bank account and wondered, where did all my money go? Not because you were gambling, not because you're lazy, but because somehow you worked all month, you got paid, and then the money disappeared. What's even more frustrating is that you know people earning almost the same amount as you, yet they seem to be moving forward financially. They have emergency savings, they're starting businesses, they're investing. Meanwhile, you're wondering how your money is finished before the month is over. Hi, I am Zenith, and welcome to MoneyMindztv.
And I am Nova. You are welcome to MoneyMindztv. Here we think different, build wealth, and have financial freedom.
Today we're exposing a truth that most people never realize. The problem isn't always how much money you make.
People are working hard, they're waking up early, they're running businesses and side hustles, yet many still feel broke.
And what makes it painful is that many people assume the solution is simply to earn more, if I can just make more money. But what if that's not the whole story?
I already know some people are saying, Zenith, please don't tell me money doesn't matter, because rent matters, food matters, school fees matter, so money definitely matters.
Of course it does. Nobody is saying money doesn't matter. What we're saying is something deeper. Many people don't have an income problem. They have a money behavior problem. And until they fix that, even a bigger salary won't solve it. The leaking bucket problem.
The leaking bucket problem? That sounds like a money behavior problem. Please, can you explain that?
Imagine you're carrying water home, but the bucket has holes. Now imagine someone doubles the amount of water you're carrying. Have they solved the problem?
Definitely not. Because the bucket is still leaking, so no matter the increase of water in the bucket, it will keep pouring.
Exactly. Most people focus on adding more water. Very few focus on fixing the holes. And that's exactly how many people treat money.
Because when most people get extra money, they don't ask, how can I make this money build my future? They ask, what can I buy now?
Correct. And that's where the trouble begins. Why hard work alone doesn't create wealth.
Please, Zenith, can you explain? If hard work doesn't automatically create wealth, then what does?
Hard work creates income, but systems create wealth. Think about two people, both earn the same salary. One spends everything, the other saves, invests, learns new skills, and builds additional income streams. 5 years later, their financial futures look completely different. The difference wasn't hard work. The difference was what happened after the money arrived. The invisible enemy.
Okay, so what is that invisible enemy? Bad spending?
Not exactly. The biggest enemy is unconscious spending. Money leaving your pocket without intentional decisions. Subscriptions you forgot about. Impulse purchases. Pressure from friends. Pressure from family. Buying things to impress people. Eating out too often. Upgrading things that still work perfectly. These things seem harmless individually, but together, they're destroying financial progress. A surprising question. If your income doubled tomorrow, would your financial situation truly improve? Or would your lifestyle simply become more expensive?
Oh my God, Zenith, that's a dangerous question.
Because many people don't actually upgrade their finances when income increases. They upgrade expenses. And 6 months later, they're broke again. Just at a higher level. The wealth rule most people miss.
All right, so what's the lesson here?
Wealth is not built by how much money enters your life. Wealth is built by how much money stays and works for you.
Wow, what an eye-opener. That changes everything.
Because many people measure success by income, not by ownership, not by financial security. The story of a man, David.
Okay, a practical story. We're all ears.
David was 28 years old. He lived in Lagos, worked in customer service, earned enough to survive, not enough to feel comfortable. Every month followed the same pattern. Salary arrives, excitement, plans. Then slowly money starts disappearing. Transport, food, bills, data, family requests, small purchases, unexpected expenses. By the 4th week, and then the cycle repeats, month after month.
That sounds painfully familiar.
Because millions of people are living that exact reality. Then David got promoted. His salary increased significantly. He celebrated. Everybody said, your life is about to change. And technically, It did, but not in the way they expected. The first mistake, within 2 months, started paying for things he previously avoided. Every decision felt reasonable. David moved to a more expensive apartment, bought a newer phone, started eating out more often, increased entertainment spending.
Zenith, wait. Was there a specific moment that finally woke David up?
Yes, Nova, there was, and it happened on a Tuesday evening. His younger sister was rushed to a hospital. Nothing life-threatening, but treatment was needed immediately. His mother called him, "David, please help us." Without thinking, David replied, "Of course," because in his mind he was doing well. He had received a promotion. He was earning more than ever before. Everything looked fine until he checked his account. And David didn't realize it. The moment everything changed, David opened his banking app and his heart sank. The money wasn't there, not because he was poor, not because he lost his job, not because he had been cheated. The money simply wasn't there. It had already been spent, bit by bit, day by day, decision by decision. He had the appearance of financial progress, but not the reality of financial security. For the first time, David realized something. A higher salary had made him feel richer, but it had not made him stronger financially.
Oh my God, that's really painful. You know what is funny? Most people listening right now probably think David's problem was solved the moment he found those money leaks. Like, okay, save more money, spend less money, problem solved. But somehow, that's not the full story, right, Zenith?
It's definitely not the full story. In fact, David was about to discover something that shocked him even more than seeing that empty bank account.
More shocking than realizing your salary disappears every month?
Yes, because David eventually started saving. He became more disciplined. He reduced unnecessary spending. He became financially aware. But despite all that, he still wasn't building wealth.
Wait now, how can a person save money, become disciplined, do all the right things, and still not move forward financially?
That's the thing now. Because many people think saving money and building wealth are the same thing. They're not even close. And that misunderstanding keeps millions of hardworking people trapped for years. Sometimes not even close.
I think some people need to hear that again. Because honestly, if you asked me before today, I would have said the moment I start saving consistently, I've already figured money out.
And that's exactly what David thought too, until he discovered a hidden truth about money. A truth that separates people who merely survive from people who eventually become financially free.
Now you've made me curious. What exactly did David discover?
We'll talk about that in our next episode. Because if today's episode was about why money keeps leaving your pocket, the next episode is about where your money should actually be going. Most people are getting it completely wrong. We'll expose the biggest mistake hardworking people make after they start earning and saving. And we'll reveal why some people work for money their entire lives, while others eventually make money work for them. And today's question is simple. If an emergency happened tonight, would your finances be ready? Or would you be forced to depend on somebody else?
If you've watched up to this point, don't miss the next episode. Because David's real financial transformation hasn't even started yet. And if this episode helped you see money differently, share it with someone that always says, "I work hard, but it seems my money have wings."
You can't be bored here, and you would definitely learn a lot on how to improve your finances. Don't forget to subscribe to MoneyMindztv.
Yes, because on this channel, you'll learn how to think different, have financial independence, and build wealth. And please drop your thoughts and questions in the comment section. You'll be responded to. Because in the coming episodes, there will be time for serious financial questions and answers. Don't miss any episode.
Remember, a bigger salary can change your lifestyle, but only the right financial habits can change your future. We'll see you in episode 2. Bye.